The Toniebox world continues to grow. Welcome back to Techstination. I'm Fred Fishkin. Joining us from Tonies is U.S. Marketing Director Drew Vernon. Thanks for joining us, Drew.
Thanks for having me back, Fred. It's always nice to talk to you.
Well, for people who aren't familiar with Tonies, they ought to be, especially they got kids. Give us an overview of what this is all about.
Yeah, the Toniebox is a screen-free speaker for kids. It started in Germany about 6 years ago, and we've been in the US for just over a year now. It's a figure-based system. You put a figure on the box and it'll play all sorts of songs and stories.
And how many different figures? I mean, it seems to grow every other week. How many different figures are there now?
Yeah, so in Germany, they are a few years ahead of us. So they are up to, I think, something like 400 plus figures. We've been releasing new figures almost every week. So we ended the year last year at about 20 figures, and now I think we're around like 70 or 80.
And the range is spectacular too. Tell you from different story characters to licensing from many from Disney, et cetera. So give us the overview of what some of the most popular things are.
Sure. Yeah, this is the really exciting thing for me because we're really building out an audio library for kids. And we've added a lot of popular figures this year. Like you mentioned, we added Peppa Pig, Elmo, and Cookie Monster from Sesame Street. We added 3 figures from Paw Patrol. But we've also added storybook characters like Llama Llama, Spot, Elmer, and then we have our own characters as well that teach different kind of, counting songs, animal songs, as well as classic tales.
And brand new are what you're calling blocks. So tell us about this and the concept behind this.
Yeah, these are really exciting too. So, we continue to release Tonie figures that are custom molded. The design and production on those takes quite a while, over a year in fact. But one thing that we've done for our educational content is we've launched a new product called Blocks. These blocks work exactly like Tonies, but they're wooden and they're all the same shape. They're just kind of decorated differently. But we've put educational content on here. So we've launched with 4 different categories. One is called Marine Life. So this will have, different blocks about sea turtles, octopuses, dolphins, and sharks. This is actually narrated by a National Geographic marine biologist named Christina Mittermeier. We have an invention and innovation set. This is about, different breakthroughs in technology, such as electricity, flight, the internet. This is narrated by Neil deGrasse Tyson. We also have kid comedy that's coming soon, narrated by Jane Lynch. And then we have Gentle Dinosaurs, which is narrated by a paleontologist named Jack Horner. So this is exciting for me. We have the 4 that we've launched, but the intent here really is to grow an on-demand audio library for kids, which is perfect for classrooms and daycares, as well as home nurseries, where you can give this to a child as young as 2 or 3. They can put it on the box. It's magnetic, so it'll stick, and they can have a screen-free educational experience on demand.
So the child, just so people can envision it, the child picks up a block, puts it on top of the Toniebox, the little speaker, which we should add is a rechargeable and portable. It can be taken out of the child's room and on the road too, or into the family room. So they just put it on top and it begins to play.
That's exactly right. And so there's a video of, a child placing a block on the Toniebox and switching it out. He wants to listen to a different one, and it's going to play. So that gives you an idea of what the experience looks like.
Terrific. Now, besides the content that's already produced, people have the ability to add their own, which I find terrific, like a grandparent or a parent or a friend. They can do stories or messages, songs, whatever they choose to do. And you have what are called creative Tonies that allow people to save onto them.
Yeah, and while I'm sharing my screen, might as well bring these up. These are the creative Tonies. So these are our own characters with the pointy ears. We have a few different ones available, and these are blank. So a child or a parent, for that matter, grandparent, can record up to 90 minutes of their own content. So I like to give my kids creative prompts to go out and write a story or a song. They will come back and record this on the Tonie, which they can then keep. And then another popular use that I believe you mentioned was grandparents. So they can actually send a reading of a child's favorite bedtime story or a personalized message. You can do that from your phone, from our free app, and send it to the figure through the cloud anywhere in the world. And you can add that message in a matter of seconds, which we find drives a lot of connection between grandparents and their grandchildren.
Really terrific, and a lot of fun for the kids and for the grandparents too, I gotta say.
Yeah, it's great. We're continuing to release these, and we have a growing community that is sharing with us different ways to use the creative Tonies as well, because the options are really limitless with what you can do with these.
Looking ahead, I guess more of the same for the coming year.
Yeah, I mean, from a content perspective, we continue to partner with the biggest licenses available. So any of your children's favorite characters will most likely be coming on a Tonie near you. So we've already announced that we're launching a few Dr. Seuss titles. We've partnered with the world of Eric Carle. So those are just a few that are coming, as well as, continue to do movie blockbusters, TV, the world of literature, and then also to continue on our educational side of things with blocks to increase that content, to create that audio library. And then also, what are the different ways to bring the Toniebox to the world? So there's going to be some exciting, changes and new kind of Toniebox options that will come in the years to come.
Lots of interesting things, it sounds like, to come. And there are bundles, we should say, available that people might want to look at while there's still time for the holiday season.
Yes, keep your eyes peeled. So we are, running all sorts of deals on Tonies.com. We're also on Amazon, as well as Target, Best Buy, Barnes and Noble, Pottery Barn Kids. I would keep, your eyes peeled if you're looking for a Toniebox for the holiday season.
And again, it's Toniebox, TONIE box.com. Drew Vernon, thank you for taking the time with us.
Thanks, Fred. It's always a pleasure.